Shalom, Yashar Allah. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Barak Wadash. Double honors to the beloved elders and the apostles at Great Millstone that taught us this truth, and peace and salutations to all you hopeful lektakim out there that are laboring and pushing this truth and word in sincerity and deeds and in all sincerity. You know, I wanted to make this lesson on what happened in Lebanon when the pagers started to explode out of people's pockets. And I'll just read the article that that started this lesson, because I think shows just how Esau is blessed with the sword and how he can coordinate these things and show you that, hey, no matter where you are, he can get you, man. Because this is such critical timing, because right now, currently, Israel is at, aka war with Lebanon, where they're talking about even doing a ground offensive. Because right now, currently, they're launching missiles back and forth at each other almost every night. There's a new video coming out. So this is a coordinated attack that has been taking place and been connected with multiple countries. And if they can prove that there's these other countries that are involved, then other countries are going to come to Lebanon's rescue, like Russia, Iran. It's like it says in the scriptures, the least of the flock shall draw them out. And these so-called, lickle hats, they're continuing their purge across the so-called Middle East, but everyone is realizing what a scam that they are, imposters, and understanding that they're not the people of the scriptures, the Bible, and that's point blank, period. And this is just another one of the telltale signs to show you that they're not. Because if they were, prophecy states that they would be in peace, the whole world would be in peace. Why do they got to plant little explosives and pagers and then go around to these other countries and being forced to, assert their dominance, always having to show their military might, to defend their land, not to, tell them how to live their land in their land, how to live their lives in their land, because in the kingdom of heaven under Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and the elect, when it's established here on earth, these heathens are going to live by our laws, whether they like it or not. And that's the only time you're going to see, so-called the teeth come out, in the sense of that we're going to put judgment on the heathens if they don't do exactly how we want to live, not because we're defending our land. But this is the picture. Taiwan claims that the pagers that exploded in Lebanon were manufactured by a European company under a Taiwanese brand name. The European company planted small explosive material in the pagers. The pagers were imported by Lebanon 5 months ago, and I've heard that. And then also the lithium batteries that are inside of that, they were able to somehow send a frequency, and it caused the lithium batteries to explode. And let me tell you what, that frequency, whatever it is, and they know how to use it and isolate it to a certain device, that there's damn near everything runs off of a lithium battery. Your phone, your iPad, those stupid ass Tesla cars driving around are all run by lithium batteries. And there have been multiple people of coming out getting fried alive, burnt alive in their car because their lithium battery in their Tesla started to overheat and explode, cook them, fried the electrical. They couldn't unlock the doors or even have the sense to break the window because they were in so much panic because, all the things that were happening, which is, imagine getting burned alive in your car or having your phone up to your head and, just blows up like some of these videos. And that's another thing. I didn't want to put the videos in this lesson because some of them are a little graphic, the ones that I was able to, get of people, getting seriously messed up, because of these things. So, call Allah Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, because it just shows prophecy even more and proving who this, Cunning Hunter is, which is Genesis 25 and 27. The whole point of Esau getting his blessings was how his generations after him were going to live, and this is Genesis 25 and 27. And the boys grew, and the boys being Esau and Jacob, because they're brothers. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. He was always in the field, And cunning, if you look up that cunning, it means, with intelligence. Very, and I'll go to that definition after this. Yahweh Ratazal. We'll look up cunning. A cunning hunter, a man of the field. And Jacob was a plain man dwelling in the tents, which means he's content just chilling, in his own house. He's not out trying to conquer. He ain't trying to kill something. He ain't trying to put himself in how do they say, daredevil stunts, be out there in the fucking squirrel suits, jumping off the side of a mountain, free falling, and then last minute pulling their parachute, like those damn near those Red Bull. How do they say daredevils? They call them daredevils, for a reason. Because Esau's like that, likes to play with death. But Jacob's like, hell no, I ain't doing that. Jacob sees a wild animal, nowadays, before they had fear of us, but nowadays Jake sees a little squirrel or a dog on the road, they out of there, man. Imagine getting a lion or a tiger or an alligator or some ferocious beast like that. Jake is not getting anywhere near it, but you got Esau spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to go to Africa to take a couple shots at a big ass elephant or a lion or something like that. He'll go out of his way to do it. That's what these situation with the pages was. He went out of his way to get it done. And I wanted to go into that cunning word because that cunning is come from the Oxford Dictionary. This is having or showing skill in achieving one's ends by deceit or evasion. So that is perfect about what happened, because when I read this article, it said that it was a European company with a Taiwanese name. So these Lebanese people were buying it based off the name and the branding because they thought it was going to be the best thing because it was coming from Taiwan and it was based out of there, and it was an Asian company that wasn't a European-based country which they're fighting against. So this is a couple being because they rather buy from a Asian country than a European country. So that's what they thought. The Asian country would have no ill will towards them. But guess what? Esau was behind it the whole time. And this is cunning, crafty, willing, devious, sly, like a fox, knowing, scheming, tricky, slick, manipulative, deceitful, deceptive, clever, shrewd, skillful, resourceful, ingenious, inventive, subtle, though he come creaking subtle. These are all perfect descriptions of how Esau moves. Why do you think there's so many damn similarities, of the word of cunning and these they're called synonyms, which are like words that mean that mean the exact same thing. So this is it just shows you that this is how Esau moves with his CIA, his secret service or secret societies, his different intelligence groups, and even groups that he runs that we don't even know the names of. Esau's in it. If I'm trying to look up the scripture. It was a scripture that I'm thinking, like, if there's an evil, you will find him there. He'll be like the first one there, roughly paraphrasing. I can't think of it right now. Yasha Aleph Salakia. But I wanted to go back to, let's just do this. Go back into the blessings of Esau and Jacob. And the blessings were given in the 27th chapter, I believe, around. Here we go. Straight to the point. I mentioned this in a lesson of mine not too long ago, but this just, is a spirit. There's nothing wrong with repeating the scriptures. They're going to be on repeat for eternity. So we go get used to it. This is Genesis 27:40. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And the point being, this is the Isaac's blessings towards Esau. And the sword, was the first thing that he mentioned, thou shalt live. And then it goes straight to the end where he dies, in the sense that Jacob is finally ruling over him, but it says, and shalt serve thy brother. Because ultimately he did serve us when he was in a beast-like state, being called a wild man. But also he's ultimately going to serve us because this blessing applies to the ending of Esau's how do you say, existence. Because Jacob, as soon as he's ruling over him, which is being the 12 tribes, after that 1,000-year dominion, he's going to be taken out. So that is his end. And so it shows you, the sword shalt thou live and shalt serve thy brother. And that serve is Jake's always going to be over Esau. Even though he's was the firstborn, the spirit and Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, it was all set up that Jacob would receive the blessing. So back to it, it says that when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And that sentiment is continued to this very day, and will continue to this very day, even after Yahweh Shai comes. Because in captivity, if Esau had the chance, he would take down the Israelites in a second. But that's why after 1,000 years, he's going to be exterminated. And that's what's just going to make their captivity that much sweeter. Because why would you want to watch a fight where they're just curled up in a ball? No, you want a little fight in them when they see the pain of having to capitulate to slavery. So ultimately, call Allah Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because that's how the message is written out. But Esau has one more time to use his sword, aka the biggest one that he's going to take the most people out of is that charagma. That charagma is going to be his ultimate thing, next to the nuclear missiles, which do the final cleansing. Because a charagma is going to mark him, and a fire is going to destroy him. And then only the remnant and the elect are going to come out of it. And that's why it's very important to understand who your enemy is. And like scripture say, I'll get one more and I'll close it out. It said, never trust thine enemy. And I was to Sirach. I'm going to get right to it. It's Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, verse 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Your enemy is wicked, and don't expect anything else other than to come out of Esau, Edom, his descendants, his plans, his future goals for the world. It is wicked. And that is why Yahweh Shai is going to rule this place righteously with the 144,000 elect. The apostles, King David, everything will be back in order. So Lord willing that this lesson was edifying unto the elect, to the lost sheep. Hopefully that this message goes to their ear, that remnant, the 1/3 that will return. And with that, I'd like to give all honor, infinite glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakak Wadash, and double honors to our beloved elders and the apostles that taught us his truth and labor to this day. And peace and salutations to you, hopefully like Dakim out there laboring on the highways and byways and the streets pushing this message. Till next time, Lord willing, Shalom.